What has been the hardest thing about me being in treatment?
I just told the story yesterday. We were talking about how you used to steal all my socks, and I used to get really pissed, and I'd open up my drawer and I'd have no socks. And I remember you were gone maybe a month, and I opened up my sock drawer and I had all my socks. I would have given anything to have them gone. I would have, just to have you home. So I think that's the first thing. But then I also think that being in treatment myself and just knowing that what you had to go through and the demons you had to battle and still have to battle, it was just really hard because I know how hard it is. And I didn't want you to have to go through that. How are we most similar, and how does that scare you?
I think we share a lot of mental health issues and behavior patterns, with the addiction and the eating disorder, and if I'm not wrong, abusive relationships in the past, and codependence and depression and anxiety. So we have a lot of mental health issues and behavior patterns that are very similar. Not really scary, but it's not the best thing in the world at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do I do that makes you feel like I understand you?
Well, I just think our conversations, have gotten deeper, especially since your OD. I think you understand where I'm coming from. I think leading up to that, you may not always have known that I understood what you were going through, and I watched it, and I knew it was happening. It was like this train wreck that I was the train's speeding up, and it's speeding up, and I knew it was going to happen, but I couldn't stop it.
Yeah, well, there was no way I was going to. Because I feel like when you're in it, your judgment is so clouded with the addiction and just everything with the abusive relationship. And I needed to figure it out myself, when I got here, when I got to treatment. And then that's when I figured it out, you were kind of right the whole time and you knew everything. And I was just kind of in my own little world thinking everything was fine. So, yeah.
It's nice to hear that you knew that I knew what I was doing.
You did know everything, and I just didn't want to hear it, because you don't want to hear that you're making all these bad decisions.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
What do you see in me that I don't see for myself?
I feel deep down you might know a lot of things about yourself, but you are a very strong woman. I'm gonna stop crying. You are, I look up to you a lot for a lot of reasons. You can get all these things done. You're a good multitasker. You're just a very kind, good woman and a good mother. And I don't think you think you're a good mother sometimes.
You're right. I don't think I am. Thank you.
You're welcome. What have you learned from my recovery?
What I've learned from your recovery is that I'm powerless over it, and I think people think, if they don't know addiction, they think, oh, well, you could have stopped it. I certainly get judged. I'm a shitty parent. I should have stopped it. I should have known. They talk a lot in the program about being powerless over alcohol. You're powerless over drugs. And I don't think I really ever grasped that. And I think as a parent, we still think that I have control over you, or that I still have power over you. Certainly when you're a baby, right? I mean, I have to feed you. I mean, I'm in control of you. And as you age and become a young woman and into adulthood, I am so goddamn powerless over anything that happens in your life. And, I can't control your outcomes.
Yeah, you can't control people.
Places or things.
Control places and things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. What's the pain in me you wish you could heal?
I hate when people worry about me. That's like my biggest thing. That's why I didn't really tell you or Dad or anybody really about like the bullying or the eating disorder or the drug use or any of that, because I like to think that I can do it on my own, and I don't like to put my burden on other people. So like right now, the pain that you're feeling with like me being in treatment and me having to go through like addiction and recovery and having to go through all of that, I just wish I could just like you don't have to worry about me, like I'm gonna be fine, I'll deal with it on my own, you don't need to worry. And I think that that's probably the pain that I'd wanna take away.
I wish it could too. Well, relapse is a part of recovery, so,
Yeah.
It's funny when people say, oh, Issa's just gonna be just fine. And I'm like, how the hell do you know that? Like, no, you don't have a crystal ball, I mean, no one knows. But thank you.
What are you hesitant to tell me?
But I'm scared for your future. I know what it's like to be an addict, and I know the road that you're gonna head down, and you're really young to have to do it. I got sober at 23. Nowadays at 52, it's super easy. I go out, I'm like, I don't drink. No one questions that. But when you're young, it's really hard. And I worry about what that's going to be like for you going to college, and just having to be sober in a young person's life is just not easy. Yeah. What's an experience you hope that we will share in the future?
Well, getting my 1-year coin, that'll be exciting, and my 1-year key tag. I think it'd be really cool for you to see, it'd be like you're probably gonna cry more than you've cried already today.
You're right, I will.
My 1 year, and like my graduation from treatment, and like going off to college. Those are like the 3 big ones that I want you to experience. And me.
I will be there.
You never know.
Well, true. But if I'm able, I will be there. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Describe me to me.
Describe you. Wow.
Oh my God.
I think you're one of the most beautiful people I've ever met. You're so smart, so much smarter than I ever could be or wanted to be. You have this incredible ability to empathize and be compassionate to other people. You love life. You love to laugh, or at least you used to. And you just shine, when you walk in a room, you just light up. And everybody around you knows that.
That's it.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh. if this were to be our last conversation, what's something you'd never want me to forget?
Probably that I love you a lot. I hate crying. Okay. That I love you a lot. And just thank you for everything you've done. Basically. Yeah.
Hey, it's Ashika here from The Skin Deep. We really appreciate you being here and watching this conversation. If you love what we're doing and want to stay in the loop, sign up to our newsletter for special deals, new conversations, and to be a part of our community. Sign up at theskindeep.com/subscribe. Thank you.